Hey. So I keep trying to work and I keep being not able to work because for whatever reason I'm supposed to share this with you. So the concept of why you're here. You know why you're here? Vin Vidi Vici. Latin for I came, I saw, I conquered. And I remember when I learned this phrase, I was young and I was like, I know Latin. And that just became kind of the concept of my life. I'm here to see things. I'm here to experience these things. I'm here to conquer my shadow and control that and work with my demons and have them benefit me in a more positive aspect in my life. Because if you avoid your demons, you act like you don't have any, you being controlled by your demons, which means that you're going to make choices that are not good for your vessel, that will lead you down a path of destruction. So when you can sit with yourself, admit you have a dark side to you, we all have it. We all do things unconsciously, and it's not necessarily to hurt people, it's just to protect ourselves. So just remember you're here to experience life. You came here to see and to conquer. Not to conquer each other, but to control yourself. Have some discipline. And I keep telling my boyfriend, you need more discipline in your life, man. And I'll get there. No, you can't get there. You got to start today. Every day is a new chance. And the more you put it off and the more you say, I'll do it tomorrow, there might not be a tomorrow. And if you keep saying till tomorrow, understand you're living the same day, like Groundhog Day. There might be a little bit that changes, but you're working a regular job. And if you start noticing, pay attention to your week, pay attention to your life. Your mood is going to dictate how your week goes. So if you wake up every day, I don't want to be here. God, I hate my job. I got to do the same thing again. You start bringing unfulfillment into your life. And the other day he woke up and he was in a cranky mood, and I said, you know what? Go get back in bed and get out, roll to the right and get out on the right side of the bed, because you're going to wake up in a good mood because the left side's wrong. I don't know. I've always gotten out on the right. And if you can't choose, scoot to the end, get out in the middle, and then you can kind of decide how your day's going to go. These are just little quirks of stupid thoughts I've had growing up. But either way, just put yourself in a better mindset to where you're at a point in your life that you're like, okay, Vin Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And it doesn't matter what it is you're conquering. It just, even if it's to get out of bed in a positive mood, or to not treat others the way they treat you. And a great example for this is the person that I work with. I needed her about 3-4 weeks ago. I felt like I needed to go to the emergency room. I was having issues that I felt like I was not going to make it through. She didn't even respond to my text. And I had to work for her last week. And instead of giving her the same attitude back, I thought, I'm not going to let her behavior affect who I am. And then today, once again, she's reaching out, needs me to cover her shift. It's fine, I got you. If you let others dictate how you're going to behave, if you let their behavior alter your behavior, you're not living in the Vin Vidi Vici. You're instead retaliating, holding a grudge. Don't do that. Don't hurt yourself. Because I had to find the positive and go, well, it's just more overtime for me, right? It's also the precedence that if you need something, I've got you covered. And then hopefully that spreads to the people around me rather than, no, why would I do that? You didn't do it for me. It's not tit for tat. We're adults here, Let go of that childish behavior. And then when you can let go of that childish behavior and start being your true, authentic self, regardless who that is, let the world see it. If people treat you like you're an asshole, maybe you are, or maybe they're just overreacting. You really have to be truthful with yourself. So just remember that you are here to experience everything this life has to offer you, because Yes, we are in human form, and yes, we are merely human, but there's an energy force that drives us, that being our spirit and our soul. So there's that. I'll always go back to so above as below, we're in the in between. So when you can get right, you can start balancing everything. That Vin Vidi Vici starts becoming thrilling. You start seeing your capabilities. You start expanding on your creativity. You start becoming a leader that the world looks at, and you can inspire others to work on their healing and face their shadow side and understand that you're not meant to be perfect, that you're only here to experience and share the best parts of what we have within us, because for whatever reason we give freely in the concept of our hurt, our shadow side, that inner child that is insecure and needs approval from the outside world, or is self-serving and will do whatever it takes to get something in return. Because a lot of people function on a scale that I'm only going to do it if there's something to get in return. That's not the best mindset. That's actually a very selfish and self-indulgent way of being, to where if you have nothing offered to you, you're seriously not going to get out of bed. You would miss the sunrise. You would miss the breeze. You would miss the sunset, the smells in the trees. Going Dr. Seuss on you over here. But understand that if you need something, and I understand that we live in a world where money is a motivator, nobody wants to volunteer to give up their time to get nothing in return. I understand that. But this is free. This is free. Oh, opening the door after you. This is free. Being a good human being is free. But when you put it down to it, when you want to keep functioning out of that ego, that shadow side, that darkness to you, that give me something or I ain't doing nothing for you, that leads to the world we live in. Competition, hate, fear, greed, tearing each other down because you don't want to do the work to get up. Then you can no longer experience the excitement that the world has to offer you. It's a losing battle, especially when you're battling yourself. You want to be worth more than what you're willing to put forth the effort in. It's a mind, it's a pull back and forth. When you're competing with the world, then you are now putting yourself in a position where you can be a failure. And you need others to approve you to succeed. No one's going to give you that. If anyone has to give you the badge of success, that means they think they're taking it off of them and giving it to you. They're not going to do that. If you have a bright idea, there's jealousy that comes into play. Well, I didn't think of that. Why? You think you're smarter than me? And it starts leading to disillusionment, where others do not want to validate you, because if they validate you, they feel that they're invalidating themselves. But, excuse me, I keep hearing that's called a spirit burp. But when it comes down to it, if you can't be so secure in yourself and know that, hey, I got the power, you can't take it from me. I work for this. It's like yesterday, I got off a 12-hour shift, went to the gym and worked out for about 40 minutes. So had I kept going with that, I need somebody to approve it for me, I'm tired, I'm not going to get anything out of it, I wouldn't do that. But in the sense that I did go, and I keep pushing myself to go, I'm building something within myself nobody can take away from me. You cannot invalidate my successes, because for one, I'm not asking for your approval, right? And for two, I'm putting forth the effort. You will see the results. And as you see the results, it might irritate you. But don't get mad at me, get mad at yourself. Get mad that you're not willing to put forth the effort, because it's not easy. Nothing in life that is easy, or I will say nothing in life that is worth obtaining will ever be easy. If it were, we would all be wealthy, healthy, wise, abundant. I mean, we'd all be kings and queens. But when it comes down to it, if if you're struggling in the sense that you need something from other people, you've forgotten the facts of life. Just remind yourself, Vin Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And if the only thing that you conquer is your ego, getting yourself in check, hey, you're making progress. Because nobody else is going to put you in check. If someone tries to put you in check, only thing you're going to do is, oh, game on. And then you're going to be moved in a sense that grudges, right? Oh, no, you didn't do for me. Why should I do for you? Oh, come on now. See, I knew you were going to need me, and now I'm going to stick it to you. Who are you hurting? Yourself. Because you're honestly losing out on something that could be educational, that could bring happiness into your life, that could open a doorway for you. Because in a sense, you get put in places that you need to be to meet people you're supposed to meet. And nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is an accident in this life. And when you can start understanding that this is divinely orchestrated, that this life is, it's almost like a dream. You can find yourself in a nightmare at any given time, especially when you want to compete or be top dog, fat cat. Go ahead. Make a paper crown. Put it on. Call yourself that. No one can take it away from you unless you say, you're right, I'm nothing. I let somebody do that to me for years and years and years. And it took a long time because I got lost in my head and I was not enjoying life. There was not that true enjoyment. There was no growth. There was no progress. It was just a battle daily of trying to keep my head up and not feel suicidal. I was constrained by perfection to where I couldn't even breathe in a sense because I didn't want to be judged for breathing too loud. I couldn't dress a certain way because then that brought out the fights. Hold on one second. Sorry, as often, distraction, and I have no clue where I left off, but I know the purpose was Vin Vidi Vici. Embrace your life. Enjoy it. Smash whatever you're doing, right? Just hole in one, swoosh, touchdown, field goal, I don't know. But just don't let anybody put you in a point to where you're not enjoying life. Because we have the ability, and I'm going to keep reminding you how we affect one another on a daily basis. If you're in traffic, turn the radio up, jam out, ignore the fact that you're in traffic, how long you're there, because in all honesty, it's not going to help you to honk your horn, get ticked off, because honestly, up the road, whatever's slowing you down, somebody's life is being destroyed in one way or another. So stop worrying so much about the 30 minutes that you're losing or the time that you feel is passing you by. Because believe me, there's something that's holding you up that's either saving you, opening your eyes, putting you in a good position that will allow you to have a little extra moment to possibly meet somebody on your path that you should, avoid an accident that you could have been a part of, and it could save your life. So I know this ended differently than how I started. A lot of times it does, but you know how my day goes. Distraction, distraction, distraction. Squirrel. So, peace, love, and light. Talk to y'all later. More than likely, I'll have more thoughts going through my head that I'm just being told, go share the message. So, enjoy your day. Vin Vidi Vici. Bye-bye.